Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to 9 episode 4. The previous video was pretty interesting as we got an opportunity to sit down one-on-one with Yuki yet again, but to dive a bit into her past to see where her bit of hesitation might be coming from, and it does stem from her lost sister that she unfortunately lost many years ago when she was younger due to a car accident. More specifically, the car, killed her. That was the extent of the car accident part, but drunk driving. So that kind of stemmed the bit of Yuki's want for justice and also being a hero, because that's kind of where her sister, or what her sister was all about. So with that all in mind, yes, it is trauma. Trauma seems to be holding Yuki back. How do we overcome that? It's not easy to just snap your fingers and overcome trauma. So I really gotta wonder if Kakeru really wants to tackle things this way, or as he was kind of backpedaling, he was thinking, there's no way I can have Yuki, in the state commit murder for, saving the world or whatever. If there has to be another way. He did bring that up near the end, but I have to really, question what would this other way be. Let us read on and see how we continue to tackle things, as I think we need to continue to get closer to everybody. Sure, we've assembled the team. Everybody is here much earlier than any other time, and that is a huge advantage. But we still have to train, get everybody up to a reasonable point without everybody also pushing themselves, because then it's kind of all for nothing. I checked the news on the web before going to school. Berserk users might be inciting incidents due to Iris's secret dealings, but as of now, which is good. Yes, Iris is out and about and she is aware of our position. At the very least, it seems that there's no major incidents. Nevertheless, I still can't rest easy. Being forced to play the waiting game since we have no way of looking for Iris has got me antsy. I glance at my clock and shut down my laptop. I sling my bag on my shoulder and leave the apartment. Or my apartment. Yeah, this is ours. Oh, it's another day at school. I actually didn't see what day of the week it was. I thought it was the weekend. But no. You know what? This makes sense, because we told Yuki after school we'll get with Kosaka to try and go see some cats. That is a huge thing here in this video. We have to see cats. If we don't, I will even be disappointed. Morning homeroom, afternoon classes, lunchtime, nothing out of the ordinary, all the same as usual. Is this a part of the usual? I'll accept the fact that we're eating lunch with Takamine again. Okay, I guess he's just going to be coming every day from now on. He doesn't have friends. Yuichi gnaws at his bun with an annoyed look on his face. Okay, I guess he is going to be coming every day from now on. Takamine motions with his chin over to a nearby group of girls. A psycho shows up, dashes at you at top speed, and jumps at you. Just as they're about to reach you, they disappear. It turns out to be a ghost. What the fuck? They seem to be really engrossed in that story.
部活の先輩から聞いたって誰かが言ってたけど。
噂の発信源はうちのクラスの女子かもしれんな。学校帰りに襲われたそうだ。
Interesting.
幽霊ね。
きな臭いと思わんか？
Fishy, hard to say. I mean, there's already some oddities going on in this town, for obvious reasons.
ユーザーとは限らないでしょ？
では、耳をそば立てておこう。何か新しい話が飛び出すかもしれん。
Yeah, I don't think we should be too laid back about this. Obviously, It was hard to tell that there was a lot of seriousness to the statue story all the way back in episode 1, but that did turn out to be something serious. Nothing we could have done, and we did check it out the day that we heard about it from Yoichi, but yeah, we probably don't want to just let things be. We should probably jump on anything we hear about, but that could also be a bad thing.
いや、直接聞いたらクラスの人に。
よいちよ。こういうのは人知れず動くものだ。
Why? Just ask for more details. They're not going to question why you want to know more. And if they do, it's curiosity. There you
だから
go.
何カッコつけてんの。声かける勇気ないだけでしょ。
物おじしないタイプに見えるけどな。
このキャラが通用する相手にはな。
いつまで中二病引きずってんだか。
Yeah, he's more committed to it than Yuki.
いつからこのキャラな。
中学くらいでしょ確か。
もっと前だ。コード月種反逆のハルーシュに出会ったことで私は生まれ変わった。
Alright, yeah, I see it now.
ああ、結城も好きだって言ってたな、そのアニメ。
そうか。では次に会った時はコード月種談義に花を咲かせるとしよう。
Yeah, you get on that, but I will admit, Code Geass is a pretty cool show. I need to, I feel like I already talked about this, but I either need to rewatch the first 2 seasons or I need to watch the movies that recapped the first 2 seasons. So then I can continue on with whatever has come out since then. I don't know if it's just like one movie that continues the story or multiple. I have not followed it, but I do remember when I first started going to university, that is when I watched it. So it's been about 5 or 6 years. I'd like to get back into it. It was a bunch of fun.
盛り上がるだろうな、多分。
You guys remember the episode that was completely dedicated as a advertisement for Pizza
九
Hut?
条は俺たちよりも知ってるだろうし。
今多分ちょうどその話してるだろうしね。
I looked at Kujo's seed as I eat my bread. However, all the visual information I'm taking in is new for me. I never heard this ghost emergence rumor in any of the other branches, so the chances of there being user involvement are high. However, once it comes running at you, it vanishes. A short-range teleportation artifact. Maybe the reason this never occurred in the other branches is because Yoichi would have already hunted it down by now. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. By that logic, does that mean that there are going to be cases involving the artifacts that Yoichi snatched in the other branches? That might be a short-sighted idea, however. In any case, there's one thing that's almost certain. Iris possesses some sort of ability to detect users. That is the reason why she realized Yoichi was the owner of the evil eye so soon and made contact with him and the other branches. Also, similarly, I'm pretty sure that's how Sophie got in contact with us. It seems equally certain that, yeah, wait, she doesn't have that ability? Well, she has to have it to an extent. How else, she got in contact with us somehow in the very beginning. Come on now. We don't know Iris's location, but Iris always knows about us. The more I sort through the information, the more it becomes abundantly clear that we are at an overwhelming disadvantage. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Not much thought that we got to put into that one.
駅
It's
前の
kind
パン
of
屋だっ
obvious.
け。今度僕も買ってみようかな。
結構混んでるんだよな。
Well, let's put that aside. All of that aside. Right now, we'll just keep doing whatever we can do. Yeah, when things spring up and we're too late for them, I guess, back to the past we go. School lets out and the time comes to leave with Kosaka-senpai. Well, I would have liked to, but I felt that we wouldn't have the smoothest conversation together, so we just met up at the park instead. Yuki is already there, and Kosaka-senpai shows up immediately after I arrive.
今日は私の練習に付き合わせてしまい。
No, I think all parties here are really wanting to be involved.
謝罪はいらない。私のためで
One
もあ
more
るから。
than any other. I will say that for certain.
それじゃあ早速始めましょうか。
どうすれば。
まず先輩の力を理解するところから始めましょうか。
理解。
ぶっちゃけ先輩、今困ってますよね。少女漫画のヒロインになりたいって考えちゃって。
Yeah, you can't hide it from us.
新見くんは平行 世界の私たちを知っているから隠し事はできないと思った方がいい。そういう力。それと新見くんはもう少し伝え方を考えて。ストレートすぎる。
Yeah, we probably could have asked her, like, hey, what do you know about your ability? What would you like to tell us? And then kind of like slowly step our way up towards basically everything we know in case, yeah, she is hiding something from us. I mean, she's not going to want to admit that, yeah, that's sort of where her fantasies are leading her to. Therefore, this is why the way she is with the other personality and everything, the whole knight in shining armor deal.
はい。すみませんでした。
Ah, good times.
いえ、その通りなので警察に変な妄想をしてしまったせいで毎朝大変なことに。
Ah, youth.
ですよね。で、先輩、能力にネガティブなイメージ持ってませんか？
持て余してしまっているので、そうですね。ネガティブかも。
でも先輩の力って超ポジティブな力なんですよ。
猫。
Oh my god.
待てユキ、落ち着け。物事には順序がある。ちょっと大げさな言い方ですけど、本質は戦場のコントロールにあります。
Yeah, the big surprise is that she can take a leadership role because she is, well, controlling.
戦場の。
はい。例えば、そう。
No, you're actually going in a really good direction
発
here.
想が貧困なんでゲームの例えになっちゃいますけど。
大丈夫です。その方がわかりやすいかも。
She is definitely a gamer.
例えば、先輩の力は味方にも作用するわけです。
味方全体に奇跡をかける。
No, that is a good way of explaining
強
it.
すぎる。
一旦そのゲームから離れろ。いや、大体合ってるけど。まとめると、先輩が力を使うだけで俺たちが強化されます。だからどうしても先輩を仲間に加えたかった。イーリスと戦うためには先輩の力が絶対に必要なんです。
No, her confusion and all of that is completely understandable.
気分が悪いの？すみません。誰かに必要って言ってもら
And
った
she's just admitting this, stating it out in the open.
舞い上がって吐き気が。ああ。
Things are happening a lot faster here than they did in episode 3, and things were already pretty quick there. So yeah, her mind's not going to be, keeping up all that well here.
好きな猫に囲まれて能力へのネガティブなイメージを払拭しましょう。
We're not going to take the step towards kind of sharing her ability with other people,
釈然としない。
because that was the big experiment that they did in episode 3.
違います。男子が苦手なことも知ってるんだなって。
はい、すみません。デリカシーのないこと言いましたね。
The thing is that we also absolutely saw that in the beginning here of this branch. So it's not like it's, a surprise. Like we really dove into the future for this one. No, we literally observed it here.
私の
And she noticed that we observed it.
単純にそう思っただけなので大丈夫です。新見くんのことは平気そうね。はい。以前親切に声をかけてもらいましたし、あんまりなんていうか圧がないので。
俺割と
He's
怖い
got
って言われ
that
るんだけどな。
that main character persuasion.
背も高いし多少の威圧感はあるけれど、言動が落ち着いているから怖いとは思わない。はい、そんな感じです。
そっか。いや、俺のことはどうでもよくて。
Yeah, we're kind of turning the direction totally in a different area here,
そう
but
猫。
oh my god.
練
She
習
has one goal here.
始めましょうか。
頑張ります。猫が くるイメージですよね。
はい。で、先輩だけじゃなくて結城にも寄ってくるイメージを。
そうね、そこ大事。
Yeah, very.
わかりました。私だけじゃなくて結城さんにも猫。
Yeah, projecting her ability is also a big one here. Without delay, a cat pokes its head out of a nearby bush. Damn, cats are just everywhere. We don't even realize it. They're just hiding in wait. It meows and comes in our direction. But it's not the only one. 2, 3. They proceed to steadily grow in number.
猫ちゃん、本当に来た。かなり驚いてる。ここまでわかりやすく効果が出るなんて自分でもびっくりしてます。そっか、こういう風に使えばよかった。
Yeah, you really should have been using it like this. It probably would have made your life a whole lot better.
もう一歩進んでみましょうか。
もう一歩。
寄ってくるだけじゃなく懐く。
懐く。
そうです。いつもそっけない野良猫が懐く。
そんな贅沢なことを、願ってしまってもいいんですか？
Why not?
いいんです。やっちゃってください。
猫ちゃんを強制的に懐かせるなんて。
期待しすぎてバグった動きしてる人いるんで、サクッとやってあげてください。
Yeah, she really wants to pet these cats. We should really get going here.
懐く。
The cats start to nuzzle against Yuki and Senpai's legs, causing the both of them to make weird yelps and freeze up.
これは現実なの？猫が、
She doesn't even
猫様が。
sound like the Yuki we know. Holy shit.
すごい。これがエデンの本当の力。猫は世界を救う。
Now, I don't know about all that, but yeah, sure, why not? The two of them are acting totally weird, but making a witty quip now would be uncouth, so I decide to sit back and watch. I should have had her include me in her power. I'm really jealous.
撫でたら逃げちゃうでしょうか。わからない。
Only one way to find out.
やってみます。言うじゃねあなた。猫ちゃん。
She slowly stoops down so as to not startle the cat. Then she timidly reaches out. The cat accepts Senpai's palm on its head. Oh, this is just too much for her.
こうもたやすく。撫でられました。
Probably not a good idea to scream, but okay. Seems that Senpai's otherworldly scream brought Yuki back to her senses.
すごい。もふ。猫ちゃん、もふですね。
But have you never, actually just pet a cat?
高坂さん。
Are these guys that much without having petting, like an animal of any sort? That's so unfortunate.
かわいいですね。
On another note,
高坂さんは猫様の魔力に当てられておかしくなってしまった。
that's one way to describe it, but you're on the mark.
おかしくなったんじゃない。よく見るんだユキ。これが欲望を解放した人間の姿だ。
こんな幸せなことが。鼻血です。
It really is always the shy ones, isn't it, gamers?
ここまで自分をさらけ出せるなんてすごい。
I mean, you were kind of close to doing so.
でも
まあ真面目な話、あそこまでさらけ出さなくていいけど、俺の目なんか気にせず思う存分撫でればいいじゃん。気取らずにさ。天使に囲まれてもう死ぬ。
Yeah, hopefully none of these cats are like filthy or carrying diseases of any sort. Yuki stares at Senpai in her unhinged state. Then, as if she's made up her mind, Yuki squats down as well. With a nervous look on her face, she reaches out for one of the cat's heads. Excuse me, while she may have had cats run away from her a few days ago, Yuki's palm safely reaches the cat's tiny forehead. She then proceeds to freeze up.
どうしよう。
Pet the cat?
そりゃもう撫でるしかないだろ
許されるの？そん
Yeah.
なことが。
They're kind of being mind controlled a little bit. It's okay.
許されまくってる人が隣にいるだろ
Yeah, she's in her own little world here.
目が血走ってる。
Jesus Christ.
そろそろ止めた方がいい気がしてきたから急げ能力が解除されると撫でられなくなるぞ
わかった。
Again, they should really be going to a cat cafe. Her hand is still atop the cat's forehead. She moves it slightly. The cat shows no signs of discontent. Next, she gets a little more daring and trails her hand to the back of its head. The cat doesn't try to run away.
撫でれた。撫でちゃった。
Yuki's voice sounds softer and less tense, altogether different from her normal tone, that's what I'm saying. Her voice is choked with emotion from having her deepest desire fulfilled.
もふもふ。
She continues to pet the creature, albeit conservatively. That is a weird way to describe the cat. Just call it a cat. The cat purrs and gladly accepts Yuki's palm.
かわいいね。ミケだから女の子？美人さんだね。
Oh, how knowledgeable you are.
こっちの子は靴下履いてるね。
And,
かわ
well,
いいね。
descriptive. She kindly talks at the cats. One of my dogs has socks. I don't call them sockies, and I never really refer to them as socks. She just, she has one dark color that takes up the majority of, well, her, but then her feet are white. This might be something close to her true self. The self behind the mask and armor, the appearance that she cannot show anyone else. Those are the reasons why in the other branches she would try to pet cats in secret so that no one else would see. It might not be a matter of her not being able to bring herself out, but rather her being unnecessarily concerned about attracting attention. Her reason? Well, she wants to retain the image of herself that her late sister found so admirable. I can't deny Yuki's feelings on that. I kind of regret being so pompous as to tell her to ease up and relax in the first place. But still,
何？抱っこ。
you know what you must do,
させてくれるの？
Yuki. Do it.
ちょっとすごいことに。
There's so many.
ど
And they do look like
どうしよう。
creatures. They don't look like cats at all. They look like just freakishly large rats. Well, kind of. That's anime for you, I suppose. In her arms, atop her lap, on her shoulders. The cats scale her body much to Yuki's confusion. God damn it, I'm gonna have to fucking sit. I wasn't sure. My microphone was like blocking a part of the screen. But yep, I'm gonna have to. Though she looks to be enjoying herself. More so than the composed face and the too cool attitude, I find this version of Yuki far more attractive. I've gotten her to forget all about Iris and her childhood trauma. And now she's enjoying a piece of kitty heaven instead. Part of me wants to join in the fun, but
あーすごい。高坂さんの気持ちがわかる。天国すぎて叫びたくなる。
no, it looks like a good time.
ですよね。効力で撫でさせてもらっているのも急に罪悪感が。
Uh-oh. Starting to sound like Kosaka's ability is about to wear off.
こんなのやっぱり良くないですよね。待って、もう少しだけ。もう少しだけ。もう少しだけ。もう少しだけ。
Jesus Christ. Come on, guys.
かわいすぎる。幸せすぎる。
Now, Personally, I'm more of a dog person, I do have to admit. But cats, they're also great. They're really great. I used to have some cats whenever I was a lot younger. And shoot, I don't even know where the fuck we got them. We had some house cats that also like to go outside and roam around and all that. But I think the first cats that we got them when they were kittens. And they were so scared. But watching them like open up, oh, that was such a sight. It was beautiful, and it warmed my young heart right up.
ですね。贅沢ですね。あ、ちょっと動いちゃダメ。
Yuki laughs innocently. It's an unexpected sight, and I feel my heart skip a beat because of it. It sort of blindsided me because, well, if that makes sense, like, wow, she can actually emote like that, or emote.
ダメだってば。
Yeah, you guys ever see like that one person who just never really shows much emotion whatsoever, but then you actually do see emotion out of them? It's weird. It's a little uncanny feeling. But that's real. This is a pointless hypothesis, but what if that tragic accident never happened? Would this bright and happy smile that she's showing have never faded away? Her past can't be changed. I can't reach that far back. Which is why, at the very least, from now on, I don't care if it's just sometimes or once in a blue moon. I just want Yuki to have a moment where she can smile this freely and innocently. I want it from the bottom of my heart.
みんな元気だね。
And she's got 5, maybe 6 that are like around her here in the CG. I don't know if like what I'm seeing there on the right side is another cat behind her. It could be, but I don't know, I can't tell.
ほんとかわいい。
Okay, calm down. Although I think Senpai has gone a little more off the deep end, right? That's not a face that's a respectable girl, or that's not a face that a respectable girl should be showing people, right? I'm just going to try and keep Senpai out of my vision as much as possible since I know that this will come back to embarrass her later.
なに？どこ？あ、待って待って順番ね。みんな可愛いね。もふもふだね。
That was nice. That was cute. I wanted to see that. That's what I was saying, like, we better see some fucking cats in this video. We had to. After the girls get their fill of kitty petting, we sit on a bench and take a break. While the experience didn't last too long, they might be feeling the burn of their extreme excitement. Kosaka-senpai looks pretty worn out. Again, these two really need to visit a cat cafe, and I'm totally down for that. I'm totally down for us to join in on that.
はい、もう大丈夫です。ごめんなさい。あれほどの力、消耗が激しいのは当然。ちゃんと配慮すべきだった。
If anything, that should build her courage over, you know, her power. I'm sure beforehand she was seeing it as a bit of a nuisance and also something to not be all that happy about, or, you know, something to be scared of, kind of.
いえ、私もつい肉欲。あ、今の違う表現がおかしい。猫欲に負けてしまったので、とっても楽しかったです。
Yeah, we can tell.
幸せな時間でした。
We can tell that that was quite enjoyable for both of you.
そうね。私も楽しかった。ねえ、高坂さん。はい、はるかって呼んでもいい？
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
急にこんな話されても戸惑うでしょうけど、私の友達になってほしい。
Senpai looks stunned. However, she quickly snaps out of it and nods her head fervently.
私でよければ、ぜひぜひ呼んでください。ありがとう。私のこともノアって呼んでほしい。
And so their friendship blooms, and so much earlier than in episode 3.
呼びます。大丈夫？すみません。私もずっとぼっちだった
You
の
don't
で。
have to admit that part.
名前で
You
呼び
really
合うと
don't.
か慣れてなくて。よろしくお願いします。のあちゃん。
There you go.
よろしく。
The two smile at one another. This is great. I'm glad these two could become friends in this branch too.
新見くんのことも名前で呼んでいい？かけるって。
俺もか？
Yeah, wow, we're being involved.
ダメ？
いや、いいよ。呼んでいい。
ありがとう。かける。
改めてよろしくな。
ノアでいい。
All right. Well, as long as we have the permission, you know.
No.
Oh, now it's our time to
No.
struggle because we're not necessarily like a lonely person, but
あなたも？
yeah, I mean, through these 4 episodes, we can tell that Kakeru isn't exactly the popular guy in school or anything like that.
先輩の気持ちわかるわ。下の名前で呼ぶの、なんか照れるわ。
And again, I don't really get this sort of feeling. I'm sure it's completely different. It's a whole different, is it cultural based? Oh, it's definitely regional.
ですよね。ともりますよね。嫌なら別にいい。
呼ぶ。ちゃんと呼ぶ。
Honestly, like the only comparison I can make is whenever I was a student, high school, college, university, whatever, like I will always refer to an instructor that I've ever had as Mr., Miss, or Mrs., then their last name or their first name if that's something they wanted to go by, but I'm always going to use their title. Same thing with doctor, professor, any of that, because there's a huge amount of respect that I give to my instructors. Shit, even if I don't like them, I'm still going to call them by their first or last name with their proper title.
よろしく。
ええ。よろしく。
She gives me a smile, and once again, I'm blindsided. My racing heart is making it hard to smile back. Fortunately for me, Noa, yeah, that'll be a fun one to get used to, doesn't seem to mind as she takes her eyes off of me in a satisfied manner and stares off into the distance.
次の目標は遥かの力なしで猫をもふる。
Yeah, good luck.
猫カフェの猫なら人懐っこいんじゃないか？
その手があった。猫カフェなら餌もあげられるし、私でも逃げられずにもふれそう。
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily like a Yuki problem. I just think that cats usually just want to be alone. They want to be in their own world. They don't want these tall-ass, big-ass humans that are, bothering them to be around. I mean, if they want to be pet, then they'll be pet. But they're kind of selfish creatures.
いいですね。行ってみ
And they're also very choosy. They choose who they want near them.
一緒に行く？
I'm also talking out of my ass.
私とですか？
I hope it's sticking.
いいんですか？遥かに断られたら誘える人がいなくなる。行きます。絶対行きます。じゃあいずれ。はい、いずれ。
Oh no.
なんなら今からでも賛成したいところだけど、今日はもう帰った方がいい。
Definitely something that they should plan for after everything has been taken care of. Which I would like to believe everything will get taken care of in this episode.
そうですね。
Really crossing my fingers on that one.
テンション上がりすぎました。
Oh, we're aware.
じゃ、能力の練習はここまでにして。
はい。ありがとうございました。行きましょう。
We leave the park and head to the train station. I'd say that was pretty dang well of a bit of practice there. By the time we get there, it's completely dark outside.
ありがとうございました。また明日。
お疲れでした。
気をつけて。
But do you guys see that? So far, she's opened up so goddamn much in like 2 days. If even 2 days. Like, wow. Yeah, I mean, Kosaka, we know that she's capable. We've been through her story already, but it is just surprising the amount of progress that we're able to make here, and I hope it's not in vain. We see Senpai off until she's out of sight. Noa turns herself around and stares straight at me. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to get used to. Like, her name specifically, I've always seen her as Yuki, and now I have to see her as Noa. Like, good luck, game.
こんなことでって呆れるかもしれないけれど、少し
And that's good.
心が軽くなった気がする。
Job well done.
あなたのおかげ、本当にありがとう。
俺は俺の都合で動いてるからな。そうやってお礼を言われるの罪悪感がある。
わかった。
それにこれからめんどくさいこと頼むしな。
Noah's eyes squint.
G オーダーの力が
必要になるかもしれ
Oh,
な
we
い。
need everybody's.
クホーの方にも広まってるか。
幽霊。
さすがにそっちには行ってないか。多分ユーザー絡みの噂だ。すごい勢いで走ってきて飛びかかってきて消えるってさ。
I mean, it's not killing anyone, so, or harming anyone, I guess, but we should probably look into that.
飛びかかってきて消える。
そう。力を使って遊んでるだけならまだいいんだが、暴走して制御できなくなっているかもしれない。
Yeah, the more that one person continues to use their power all willy-nilly, and if they're not strong-spirited, then they will begin to fall apart,
後者なら
as we've
止
seen
め
a
る
few
必要
times.
がある。時間帯は
具体的な時間はわからない。ただ、暴走してるなら、時間なんて関係なく飛び回ってるはずだ。
今この瞬間も出会う可能性がある。
だな。ただ、全く騒ぎになってないんだよな。
I look around us, but I don't find a single person screaming, "Look, a ghost!"
現時点で目撃者がいないとなると、出るのはもっと遅い時間かもな。
暴走していない。つまりイーリスが絡んでいないのならそれが一番いい。飛びかかってきたということは人を脅かしてい
Yeah,
る
it's
という
not
こと
harming them physically, but they are still trying to get something out of them. A reaction, scaring them, whatever.
見つけましょう。
ああ、しばらくこの辺をブラブラしてみよ
単純な疑問なのだけど。
Okay, that simple question is gonna have to wait. I am so tight on time, and this is actually like a completely separate recording session for this video. I am just really tight on time for this one, but I wanted to get a video out. So unfortunately, we got to stop here in the middle of context. I don't really like doing that, but yeah, sorry guys. Thank you all for watching this one. We will discuss this one in the next video as I'm just out of time for this. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.